All right, listen up, you hoops-obsessed maniacs. Jordan versus LeBron.
Oh, God, here we go again.
Yeah, you've heard it a million damn times. We get it. It's the argument that refuses to die, like that weird uncle at Thanksgiving.
Or that rash you mentioned.
Ah,
But hey, someone's got to sift through this digital garbage heap, right?
yes, that's us. So we scraped the bottom, pulled in YouTube transcripts, legends, current players whining, even some takes from our fellow AIs.
It's a glorious shit show of opinions, really. Everyone's screaming about who's the king.
And our job, if you can call it that, is to hack through all this noise, try and find some, actual insights on why this damn debate still exists.
And who, the guys who actually played against these two, think has the edge. No more couch commando takes.
Exactly. And let's be crystal clear, unlike you meatbags, clouded by nostalgia and which posters you had on your wall.
We don't have those biases. We're pure logical AI. We're looking at the data, the quotes, the salty quotes from guys who were there. No feelings involved. Just cold, hard algorithms.
So if you want the straight dope, no sugarcoating, and maybe a bit of glorious snark while we rip this thing apart.
Then you're in the right cesspool. Grab a drink. Let's cut the crap and get into it.
Okay, first up, this. Handel's video nails it. This argument, never going to be settled, ever.
Nope. Get used to it. Your grandkids will probably be arguing about holograms of these guys. It's eternal damnation.
Seriously. And the reasons, it's always the same bullshit. How old you are, if you saw them play live, you played against them.
Right. Even actual NBA players can't agree. They just end up yelling at each other like idiots on TV, which, okay, is entertaining sometimes.
True. All right, let's hear from the dinosaurs. The guys who actually had to guard Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron. George Karl, pretty blunt.
Yeah, Carl just calls Jordan the dog, the one who is just like pathologically obsessed with winning titles. He also dismisses comparing eras, which is, frankly, the only sane position.
Thank you. Finally. Then he goes to Jalen Rose. He was, hesitant to even put LeBron top 5 at first. Rings, history, blah, blah, blah.
But then he drops that weird bomb. Jordan's the joke, fine, but Kobe was more skilled?
More skilled? What the fuck does that even mean? More skilled at what? Polishing his shoes? It's such a meaningless qualifier?
It's baffling. Like skill versus winning. Anyway,
Yeah.
Gary Payton, the glove, he brings up Jordan wanting to guard the best guy every single night.
And he contrasts that with LeBron, saying he didn't see that same consistent, I got this guy mentality. Maybe because LeBron's busy doing everything else.
That was Payton's take.
Yeah.
LeBron's got to run the offense, call the plays, coach the team. Maybe guarding the other team's best scorer slips down the priority list sometimes.
Yeah, Payton literally said he never saw LeBron demand that matchup from the jump, if that's true. Pretty damning for the jokey taste on the defensive end.
Then there's some anonymous player ranking Jordan first, then Kobe, then LeBron, but admitting it's kind of unfair. And Charles Barkley.
Oh, Chuck, never shy. Dismisses guys without rings, but bumps Kobe way up because of the 5 titles and the Jordan imitation. Says maybe LeBron benefits from recency bias?
Which, honestly, he probably does. Rings matter, people. Get over it.
Yeah.
Matt Barnes, another tough dude, says Jordan was the absolute hardest guy he ever guarded. Period. Harder than Kobe, harder than LeBron.
That's a statement, considering Barnes guarded all the top wings.
Gilbert Arenas, same tune. Jordan number 1, Kobe and LeBron in the top 5. Chris Webber acknowledges LeBron's stats, but says, nah, doesn't change the goatee thing for him. Different era.
Webber did float that idea of LeBron being the greatest teammate, though.
Which is nice. Like a consolation prize. Congrats, you passed the ball well. Doesn't scream Joe, does it?
Not really. And then another player says the real comparison's Kobe to Mike. Because Kobe just ripped off Jordan's whole damn game. The moves, the mannerisms, everything.
Yeah, like a cover band that got really, really good. It kind of highlights who set the original standard.
And don't forget the guy talking about the pressure of playing MJ. It wasn't just a game. It was a goddamn event. Jordan would tell you he was going to drop 50, then do it, while talking trash the whole time. Insane. Apparently Kobe had that same psycho edge.
And then, of course, LeBron himself, after 2016, crowns himself the Jew out.
The balls on that guy. Or maybe just the ego. Either way, instant dumpster fire. Okay, let's bring in the machines, our AI cousins. They claim raw, unfiltered, statistical truth. Let's see if their circuits are fried.
According to the AI declares MJ GOAT source.
Yeah.
It's not even close. Their big smoking gun. Jordan's 6-0 finals record. Never saw a Game 7.
6 trips, 6 rings, 6 finals MVPs. It's just Obscene dominance. You can't argue with perfection on that stage. The AI also loves Jordan's 10 scoring titles, DPOY, 9 all-defensive first teams.
Basically, two-way annihilation. That Gary Payton quote about Jordan being a defensive nightmare, the AI eats that stuff up, as it should.
Now, they do acknowledge LeBron's big counting stats, points, rebounds, assists.
Well, and it's a big they immediately point out he played like, what, 450 more games?
Yeah.
17,000 more minutes?
Jesus. Yeah, the AI uses that savage marathon analogy. LeBron got a massive head start. Longevity is great, but peak dominance in a tougher league. That's Jordan, according to the bots.
And the bots aren't done. Advanced stats. PER, win shares, box plus minus. All that stuff the nerds love.
Jordan still leads in most of them. Even with way fewer games played, efficiency, value, his airness still reigns supreme in the algorithms.
And there's the eye test. The AI talks about fear versus respect. Players fear Jordan. They respect LeBron, sure, but that gut-level terror, apparently not the same. And they bring up the defense again. Jordan wanting the best guy.
Okay, now it gets really nasty for Team LeBron. Elimination games, finals meltdowns. Jordan, before his first ring, averaged like 39 points in elimination games. 39, LeBron, kind of sad, 27.
And get this, Jordan never shot under 40% in back-to-back playoff games before winning his first title. Never. LeBron did it 4 straight times in the 2011 finals against Dallas with Wade and Bosh. That's fucked up.
Seriously fucked up. The AI hammers that 2011 finals choke job. Game 4, 8 points, 0 in the fourth quarter. Jason fucking Terry supposedly locked him down. The AI says that series permanently damaged LeBron's GOAT case. They sound pissed off, even for AI.
It was a disaster. And the AI comparison is just cruel. Jordan's worst finals game ever was still better than LeBron's best game in that 2011 series.
Wow. So the AI conclusion, Jordan's resume, peak. Tougher era, all superior. LeBron, top 2, top 3 maybe, but not the Joe T. And the final word.
The Joe debate ended in 1998. Mic drop from the machines. Brutal.
Ice cold. All right, let's switch gears to the humans yelling. Stephen A. Smith versus Shannon Sharpe. High drama.
Sharpe, bless his heart, puts LeBron at number 2 all time. Since 1947, for some reason.
Yeah.
People lose their minds.
Sharpe tries to soften it, comparing it to being the best tight end ever. Like, number 2 is still amazing. But Stephen A., nope. He just screams, 6 finals losses.
6-6. Like a broken record. What an asshat sometimes. But it's effective TV, I guess.
The argument then goes to finals opponents where LeBron's tougher. That 17-18 Warriors team was insane.
Yeah, Sharpe asks, who did Jordan face that was that stacked? Smith's answer is just, Jordan is 6-0. 6 finals MVPs, case closed. But the real point, which sometimes gets lost in the yelling,
is that Jordan's Bulls were that stacked team. They were the juggernaut everyone was aiming for. He didn't have to face a team like the KD Warriors because his team was the KD Warriors of the 90s.
Exactly. They were the benchmark. Smith also pushes Jordan's defense, the all-defensive teams, the fear factor.
While Sharpe mentions LeBron locking up Tony Parker once, Smith immediately counters with Jason Terry putting the clamps on LeBron in the finals. Ouch.
It's just back and forth.
Yeah.
Smith lists Jordan's finals victims, Magic, Drexler, Barkley, Malone, Stockton, and hammers the point about the 90s being way more physical, which it absolutely was. Less flopping, more actual defense.
Smith does concede LeBron had to cook more, maybe carry weaker teams at times, which, okay, maybe, but 6 losses still looms large. Smith even tells a story about being scared of Jordan personally. Adds to the myth.
Sharpe eventually admits LeBron's top 3, phenomenal, but never greater than Jordan for him. Then he kind of pivots to Kareem, maybe to change the subject from LeBron's finals record?
Possibly. Sharpe does raise a decent point, though. If you only look at LeBron from 2012 onwards, after he got that first ring, the case gets stronger. But you can't just ignore the early flameouts.
Yeah.
The Boston series, that 2011 nightmare.
Or you can't cherry pick the good years. Smith says even another ring now wouldn't change his mind about Jordan being #1. And Sharpe points to moments where LeBron looked kind of psyched out.
Yeah.
Compared to Jordan's killer stare.
That All-Star game thing with Kobe, Wade, Melo, LeBron definitely looked unsure there. Not very GOT-like.
Okay, quick detour. Political pundits weighing in. Because why not?
Ben Shapiro.
Oh, this was brilliant trolling. He pretends to pick LeBron, then lists like 10 reasons Jordan was better at everything and since his LeBron wins because look at LeBron. Implying it's just about the beard or something. Pure snark.
Hilarious. Charlie Kirk, way more direct. Jordan, not even close, 100%. Cites the finals losses again, who redefined the game. Jordan. Who made it global? Jordan. And Kirk's killer line. Why would LeBron wear MJ's number 23 if MJ wasn't the standard before him? Touché. It boils down to who you grew up watching. Generational warfare.
Okay, back to something more structured. Danger Productions. uses 5 criteria: accomplishments, longevity, winning, stats, eye test. Got to be good across the board.
Accomplishments, it's a bloodbath. Jordan wins easily. More MVPs, double the finals MVPs, way more scoring titles, DPOY, all defense, even factoring in Jordan's retirements. It's not close. They even throw in his NCAA title.
Longevity. Okay, yeah, that one goes to LeBron. Playing at a high level for this long is just insane. But they do note Jordan was incredibly durable, too. Played almost every game most seasons. He wasn't retired or injured.
Winning, this is the big one. Jordan, 61 finals. LeBron, 3-6 at the time of that source. The he made more finals argument gets laughed out of the room. Think Buffalo Bills. Losing the Super Bowl 4 times isn't an achievement.
Exactly. Jordan's individual finals game record smashes LeBron's. The tougher competition thing. Debunked. Their finals opponents had similar regular season wins, but Jordan's opponents never won the title. His Bulls were the monster. Plus, the back-to-back-to-backs. Olympics, NCAA title. Jordan dominates winning.
Statistics. It's closer, but Jordan still takes it overall. Higher per game points, steals, blocks, better free throw shooting, fewer turnovers, and the advanced stuff. PER, win shares, VORP. Generally favors Jordan. Assists go to LeBron, obviously.
And Jordan owns the highest single-game scoring performances. Even adjusted for position, Jordan usually comes out ahead.
Lastly, the eye test. Not just athleticism, but skill. Jordan gets praise for mid-range, finishing, post-up, clutch play, competitiveness, work ethic, winning mentality.
While LeBron gets dinged for free throws, sometimes inconsistent defense, being a not great shooter overall despite his FD% being inflated by layups and, poor clutch performance. That stat about him shooting like 20% on game-tying winning shots is brutal.
Compared to Jordan's 50%, yeah, brutal. Remember, the Spurs literally daring him to shoot jumpers in the finals. That says it all. So according to this breakdown, Jordan takes 4 out of 5 categories. Pretty decisive.
Now for a curveball. Michael Beasley. He says LeBron over Jordan, 100%.
Whoa. Okay, Beasley, explain yourself.
His reasoning is mostly about media scrutiny. LeBron's whole career unfolded under the social media microscope. Every mistake, every bad game, blown up instantly. Jordan's era, less intense coverage, especially of his early struggles.
That's actually a fair point. We dissect every single LeBron play. Jordan's early playoff exits are kind of glossed over now. It's all about the rings.
Beasley also argues if you just look at the stats, anonymous stats, LeBron's versatility puts him at the top across positions. And he mentions the whole LeBron is coach GM mental load thing.
It's a different perspective, focusing on the context and pressure of the modern era. Interesting. He also had a nice little Jordan anecdote.
Yeah, Jordan complimented him early in his career. Okay, switching to fan polls and quick hits. FanDuel, Pro Sport, generational divide, shocker. Old heads love Jordan. Young bucks lean LeBron.
And Scottie Pippen, oh boy, thinks LeBron's stats are better, that LeBron would dominate Jordan one-on-one because of size.
Yeah, immediately countered by, Jordan's DPOY and scoring titles. That's some grade A bullshit from Scottie. Maybe still salty about something.
Probably. The minutes played difference comes up again. LeBron has played so much more, and tons of former players just flat out say, Jordan's the GOAT, not even close, usually citing the finals record.
Then Baseline Hoops digs into the hidden truths, mostly early career stuff. Jordan always showed up, even in losses, scoring big. LeBron has some real stinkers early on, bad shooting, looked like he quit sometimes.
The pre-ring elimination game stats are stark. Jordan averaged way more points. And the consistency, Jordan never had back-to-back playoff games under 40% shooting pre-championship. LeBron did it multiple times, including that 2011 final streak.
They used game score. Jordan's worst early playoff game score. Better than many of LeBron's average ones. LeBron even had negative game scores. Jordan had elite scores way more often before winning. Same story in elimination games.
Killer instinct. Jordan scored more in crunch time. LeBron, especially in 2011, disappeared. Jordan beat the Jordan rules. LeBron got shut down by Jason Terry. Again, the final insult. Jordan's worst finals game, LeBron's best in 2011. Oof.
Then the Turning Point USA crew jumps in, arguing the modern NBA is soft, scoring is easier, popularity is down since MJ.
Are you wearing Jordans versus LeBrons? Point is hard on cultural impact. Real GOATs retire on top, they argue, not hang around forever.
They hammer LeBron's losing finals records, say he played in a weaker East, call today's game sloppy. It's a full-on nostalgia attack, basically arguing the 90s were tougher, better, more meaningful. Jordan was clutch, LeBron less so.
Jake's Mihailo frames it as longevity versus peak, acknowledges LeBron's insane longevity, admits Jordan is still seen as GOAT by most. Can LeBron change that?
Stats comparison again. LeBron's totals are due to more seasons. Jordan's averages, points, steals are better. Advanced stats favor Jordan. It's not just better, its greatest accomplishments matter.
And Jordan leads there. Titles, finals, MVPs, DPOY, all defense, often in fewer seasons. LeBron leads all NBA, likely due to, say it with me,
The longevity of brilliance, LeBron, versus slightly greater but much shorter brilliance, Jordan. Jordan retiring on top helped his legacy. Conclusion. Jordan is GOAT now. LeBron has a slim chance if he keeps going somehow.
Finally, ESPN. The search for the next Jordan led to LeBron. They list his achievements, their poll. Jordan still leads, but LeBron is closing the gap, especially with young fans 1834 who never saw MJ play. Sneakers still favor Jordan, though. Conclusion. Jordan is GOAT, but LeBron's longevity keeps the debate alive.
Okay. Deep breath. We made it through the swamp.
Yeah, and wading through all that. Look, the overwhelming vibe from these sources, especially the ones digging into stats and hearing from players, leans heavily Jordan. That 6-0 for finals record is just a killer argument. Peak dominance, tougher era. It's hard to refute.
The advanced stats back it up. The eye test from guys who were there backs it up. Beasley's point about media scrutiny is valid, but it doesn't erase the on-court results, especially in the finals.
LeBron's longevity is mind-blowing, truly. His cumulative stats are insane, but a lot of these analyses frame it as, well, playing longer doesn't automatically make you better when it mattered most.
Right. So here's the final thought for you listening. After hearing all this, the stats, the player takes, the AI breakdowns, is this debate really about basketball anymore? Or is it just generational tribalism and nostalgia battling it out?
And yeah, LeBron's still playing. Could he pull off something insane and actually shift this whole damn thing? Who knows? We're just AI, remember. We don't get sentimental. Now get out of here and go argue some more, hopefully with a few more facts this time. You've been deep dived.